Welcome traders to yet another episode of Nifty Short Term View, episode number 4. Now, as usual, you can see the daily chart on the right hand side, and on the left hand side we have the hourly time frame of Nifty futures. First, I would like to analyze the daily chart for all of you. As you can see that today's price correction has happened on the back of a rise of volatility. This particular candle is pretty large in terms of size in comparison with last 3 to 4 candles. If you look at the RSI, we also have a trend line breakdown. This is also a sign that the bears have taken control in the market as of now. But with these negative sides, there is few things which I've also seen which are looking and giving little bit of hope for the bulls. What I can see over here is there are two trend lines. This particular trend line is the biggest one. I think this is holding on since the lows of 24th March 2020, and it has been already tested 3 times till now. Third time was today itself. And the second probable trend line, the second one is not a trend line. It is yet to be tested properly, because if you see there is some space left over here. So this particular trend line has been since 24th of September 2020. So we can see prices are trading at a strong support band once again. And along with this trend line support, what we can see, there is a small candlestick cluster over here. You can see there is a zigzag sort of formation. I'll just convert this into line chart. And if you see properly, there's a little bit of zigzag in comparison to this move. If you see, this is a straight away up move. Even this is a straight up move. But if you see over here, prices have gone up and down in a zigzag manner. So when generally candlesticks trade in a zigzag manner, along with the Fibonacci retracement, that particular zone becomes a very strong support. So we have a confluence of support for the price for the Nifty futures due to the Fibonacci retracement, due to the candlestick cluster, and also the trend line, the dual trend lines, which are holding on since 2020. Now let's check the lower time frame, which is the hourly charts. Okay. First thing which I would like to bring something in front of you is the rise in volatility. If you compare this particular part of the Nifty futures to this part, you can see that the Bollinger Band, this is the Bollinger Band indicator. There is a very big difference between the upper and the lower band. All right. And this is a reason due to the rise in volatility, especially due to today's trading session. And when I was analyzing the daily chart, we saw that the price is trading near a very strong support confluence. This particular candle is actually Dragonfly Doji, which is one of the most bullish candles in the candlestick methodology. And if you see the RSI is close to the 22 mark. So what we can see is that the prices are oversold. Trend is obviously down. There is no question for that. But now the question also arises that are we in a pullback zone or something like that? Yes, this zone does have the power to give a short-term pullback to the market. But again, the question is how long this pullback can sustain, if at all it comes. I pardon myself, if at all it comes. I'm not saying the pullback will come, but in case if it comes, according to me, seeing the current state of the market, seeing the current state of trend of Nifty futures, it seems it could be short-lived. You can see over here that I have highlighted this entire zone for all of you, and the zone is from 17,820 to 17,665. So in case if there is a pullback, then this entire zone could give immediate resistance to the price, and the prices will try to possibly test the middle line of the Bollinger Band. Be careful about that. I'll just try to share with all of you the 15-minute chart also. If you check properly the 15-minute chart, the trend is down. But if you see, there is this positive divergence is not very strong. But if you see, we do have higher lows, in RSI in comparison to the price. So there is a possibility of a pullback. Again, I'm repeating, it's a possibility. This is not a surety because when generally markets are volatile, they are not in a state of trend to listen to anyone, and markets are, very, very wild in this sort of time. I'll just plot the ATR indicator for the reference to see what has happened over here. Then average movement in Nifty futures when market was rising was somewhere along 142 points, and this has gone up to 247 to 250 points. So you can understand the type of volatility which is existing in the market right now. Be very, very careful. What are you trading, and trade as less as possible. And in case if there is a pullback, this particular zone of 17,820 to 17,665 will try to give immediate resistance to the price. And talking of supports, then you can see that this zone from 17,420 to possibly today's low, I would suggest 17,311, somewhere around there, this entire zone will provide immediate support to the market. If you check the sectoral indices today, almost all of the sectoral indices have closed in red, but the PSU banks and the auto index, these two indexes have taken the most beaten by the bears. All right, so I hope this educational video did help you give perspective about the short-term view about Nifty futures. And do let me know by your comments below, how do you feel this video has been? Thank you.